Conditional access filter for application. This is if you want to apply a granular, tailor, made conditions to be satisfied when a user is trying to access an application. That's when you can use this. Or maybe, I mean, all this while you were able to target the CA policies for devices, for users. Now with this, you can also target to certain applications, and then based on, whenever the user is trying to access that application, what sort of a condition needs to be satisfied, that is also you can define. Or maybe you can create this from the infra perspective. You can create these policies, and from the app development team, they can create those new application in the enterprise registration, or maybe they can create those application and associate these filters, or rather the security attributes on that application. So whenever the end users are trying to access that application, multi-factor authentication needs to be satisfied, or maybe they need to access from a compliant device. All those possibilities are there, depending upon the sensitivity of that application. Like if it is a financial application, maybe they can ask for demand for a device to be compliant, or maybe it needs to be hybrid join, things of that nature. Global administrator will not have any permission to create a custom security attribute. So based on what are we trying to achieve, so on the global administrator, you have to edit role and then add this particular role, otherwise you will not have access. That's first and foremost. And now, how do we create a custom security attributes? You can go to, attribute. So go to entra.microsoft.com, go to custom security attribute. This is a starting point, and then click on add attribute set, give it a name. Let me see. And then once you create that, you'll have something like this. And after that, you can click on add attribute. Again, you can there are predefined values to be assigned, or rather, uh, like legacy authentication allowed, block guest users, require MFA. These are the predefined values. You can go with this. So you give it a name here, whatever name you're going to give here, that will be visible for the application team. We will have a look at that in some time, and then give it some meaningful description, and then give it Boolean integer. String is the only thing which is applicable for conditional access, so leave it with the intro. It's only type which is supported is string, so you'll have to kind of select string, and then give it predefined values, and then yes, yes, and click on add value. Okay, so click and edit value. So for now, I've in the demo, as I said, require MFA, require compliant device. I mean, you can pre-populate that with all these values here. And if these predefined values are made available, the application team will also see this value. They can pick and choose what they want, and then we'll see that in a minute. So that's that. So first we come custom security attributes, define the security attribute, define certain predefined value. That is step number one. Go to maybe I'll just duplicate this tab. Go to conditional access tab, and then create a new policy. Already created one, but again, I'll just kind of walk you through the steps here. Give it a name, meaningful name. Select all users, and then exclude your break class account, target resources. You can say, come on, cloud app, select app. And then here, this is a meat of the whole thing, right? So edit filter, click on configure, drop it down. You can see policy requirement, whatever we have defined here. That's what we get to see on the conditional access policy requirement. And say contains, and I say require MFA, require compliant device, whatever we have defined here, that's what we get to see on the CA policy, right? That's how this is kind of, married. Um, I'll say require MFA, and then I say done, and then conditions, etc. You kind of give those combination of your choice in terms of only Windows, etc., etc. And now on the grant control, you say that require MFA because that's what we want. Require MFA and select and click on, and that's that. This is a policy, exactly like I said, all users are included, break class is excluded, target resources, I said select application, edit filter, require MFA, right? That's a CA part of it. So this is done, creating those attributes. This is done, creating the conditional access policy. Now combining these two on the and applying that on the application. So as an application administrator, uh, you can come here and you can create a new application, associate that, or maybe existing one. Like it needs to be an enterprise application. On the app registration, this is not applicable. So enterprise application, pick up your application of your choice. Go to custom security attribute. For now, it will be completely null. You can see, let me go and delete this. Click on add assignment, drop it down, select it, and then you say policy requirement. So this is what the application admin team will get to see. Now go and click on add values, like what value? I'm going to say that require MFA. So I, as an application administrator, choose to have that liberty of choosing if I need to demand a multi-factor authentication, or if I feel that it's an dev application, then maybe require MFA. If I feel it's a financial application, I've got a lot of sensitive information there, then I might even say require compliant devices, right? So now it's at the liberty of application administrator. If they choose to do that, they can, based on the new configuration. So this is the third piece here, right? So first is policy requirement, add the attribute, conditional access policy, define the CA policy. On the app itself, you go and define the custom security attributes. Let's go and have a look at like what will be the end user experience. So I'll go to my apps.microsoft.com. John Doe, John Doe 008 at cu1.countersoft.com. No multi-factor authentication. Stay signed in. Yes, I'll stay signed in. I can access whatever I need. Now I can go to calendar, Clipchamp, Excel, whatsoever. Now, if I go and click on this application, the application on which we have targeted, rather the application team has targeted based on the custom security attributes, click on that. As an end user, I am asked to satisfy an MFA. Let me make it happy. Where is multi-factor authenticate? That's it, right? Now I can access that application, right? Okay, okay, right, that's it. So that's how the filter for application will work. So it is much more granular in nature. There's a lot of management options which are given. The flexibility, if you look at it from the application team, they have got more options now, right? So there are many other real world use cases as well, but I think you get the crux of what the filter for application is all about. Thank you.